let's start with a little bit about your background. I know a lot of people watching kind of know who you are already just based on their connection with you on LinkedIn. But tell us a little bit about you, your background. Obviously, the big thing is leading up to this book and writing that. But before we get to all that and what Leaderonomics really means, let's talk about you and kind of how it all started. How did that start though? Like, was there a moment where you kind of that you can kind of point back to in your life where you can say like there's something here. Maybe you didn't call it Leaderonomics back there, maybe you did, but can you pinpoint it back to something? I mean, let's talk about kind of what is Leaderonomics. I mean, and the way I kind of understand it, but I want to have you explain it is. Well, and I'll just say this: it can be applied in almost everything. Most importantly, the way I understand it is having it applied not just in the traditional or conventional things that we would think about, like business or finance, but applying it in our relationships. But what is Leaderonomics to you? How do you apply Leaderonomics, for somebody who's really trying to, let's say there is somebody who's saying like, okay, I've identified what's important to me. It's my family, it's my health. I want to make sure that I live a long life. I'm dedicating time to my kids and my spouse. I'm home. I'm attending all the events and all that stuff. But to do that, I need to make sure that I'm still successful and I'm still bringing in the revenue. And I, by the way, need to make time to exercise. And then I also need to make time to if I want to live a long, healthy life, relationships are important. So I need to make time for my relationships. How do you apply Leaderonomics when you have all these domains in our life, right? What they call overall wellness or well-being. You wrote this book for yourself, and that makes a lot of sense now. But what change in an individual, a person, or in a community, or the world would you hope to see with this book beyond writing it for yourself? What is something that you hope that this book sparks, either in a person, a community, or the world? We've mentioned it a couple times as in our conversation today. For you, Song, what does life first mean to you? What comes to mind?